everybody, and happy Friday. If I yawn in the middle of this, I apologize, but everybody is very tired after the first week of school. The first week is always an exhausting time for everybody, kids as well, as we get used to our early morning wake-ups and late night work. You throw in the normal back-to-school stuff along with the getting used to the new COVID policies, and then also trying to finish off construction and get everything moved in. This is a school that's well in need of a weekend, so we're going to enjoy the most of it, sleep late, and we'll see everybody on Monday. It's been a great week. I really think it has. It's funny, I'm in Carpool in the afternoons, and people always ask me, they say, it was a good day, or how are things going? I'm like, well, the reality is I won't know until next Wednesday, because we'll go ahead and we'll test all of our students on Monday and Tuesday, get the results back on Wednesday, and then we'll see how successful we are at keeping school open. Again, that's a little dramatic, and I understand that. The reality is I feel like things are going extraordinarily well. Our kids are being fantastic at their mask use and being aware of where they are relative to other people. Faculty have come up with a bunch of creative ways to have class, indoors, outdoors, spreading people out, lunches outside on the sidewalk. I really feel like people are kind of almost like taking it as a challenge to figure out the best way to do things in the most safe manner. So I feel like we've had a great week of school. We're getting used to the new policies. Learning is taking place. And so I feel like we're checking off all the right boxes. I look forward to next week and take it one week at a time. Hey, this is Miss Jones's classroom in the upper school, and she teaches 4 sections of AP English. And I can't remember for AP Lit or for AP Language this year, but again, she's got 4 large classes, and so what we've done is we've moved her into what will eventually be our robotics room, because from a square footage standpoint, we have the ability to spread the kids out. Miss Jones actually teaches from home, and so she will be, she is front and center on the screen behind me, and then has a camera that will allow her to see the classroom. So it's worked out very well, and I think the distance learning component for us is important. Most kids that are doing distance learning are going the other direction, where the student is home and they're watching in on the classroom. So I don't know what the actual total number is, but it's probably around 5% of the student population is doing that. And I understand that some of the folks are sort of watching for the first couple of weeks to see how things happen, and then they'll slowly start to move their children back in. But if you're having any issues with distance learning, please do reach out to your division head, either Mr. Balderas or Mr. Lamas, or to Lily Angus, who's our distance learning coordinator. Lily is probably your first stop because she can make amazing things happen with distance learning. She's doing a great job of really staying on top of school for our students that are off campus. So again, we'll see. We'll keep getting better and better at that as the year goes on. But as I said, I do hope to see some of the distance learning people start to move back into the normal classroom. Carpool did seem to shrink a little bit in the carpool lines as the week went on. So I think we're getting down to where we were at our normal carpool lines last year. In the mornings, of course, we've got temperature taking and things like that. So that slows down drop-off a little bit. And one of the reasons why the afternoon seems a little bit longer is because we have all the kids staying in the classroom, and we're actually calling them out of the classroom to carpool rather than having them staged right inside the door ready to pop out. So it takes a little longer for the students to get from their classroom out to the pickup. So we've seen that change a little bit. Somewhat controversially, we've also decided that we would continue our kids practicing in the many sports we offer. It's harder to find games to play, and we're watching this very carefully. Our coaches have very strict protocols that they have to go through during practice, I was talking to Coach Brown, the soccer coach, and one of the things he said is he had the kids put their water bottles at each fence post around the field. And whenever kids had water break, they would go to their water bottle, and the fence posts are all about 8 feet apart. So it automatically separates everybody out. So we're finding things like that to try to continue to have some active opportunities for our kids to take part in. Today I happened to walk by our new chorus teacher, and they were outdoors singing under the icon, and they were singing a piece from Sound of Music, and my favorite things, if you remember the song. And it was a little bit like being in the shopping mall at Christmas time with having choruses singing Christmas carols. We were out in the forum there, and they were singing, and you could hear music all over the center part of the campus. So that was kind of neat as well. So some things are popping up with COVID, and each one is a story, an issue, something to deal with, and we're responding to it as a school, and I think in a very positive way. So here we are outside, and we always talk about how North Cross never really shuts down. We're going probably 16, 18 hours a day, and even in the evenings when there's nobody here, there's still people on campus cleaning, disinfecting. But right now you can see it's a pretty standard afternoon. We've got tennis. Tennis is practicing, probably hard, and again, they can develop a lot of skills even in the absence of matches. And then you can see over on the Willis Field, we've got our field hockey team is practicing, developing stick skills. You can see around the corner, you've got soccer. We've got a cross-country match going on this afternoon. It'll be our very first cross-country, very first athletic match of the season. So that's going on as well. But the main thing is, coronavirus is happening, but I think we're doing things safely and we're doing things actively. So it's a balancing act, but I like where we are right now. So. Like I said, we talked a little bit about Carpool earlier, but again, it's been going pretty smoothly. We'll get better and better at it. We'll make some shifts here probably at the beginning of next week, so keep your eyes out for some messages from Victor Lamas, our Carpool guru. But it's been good seeing everybody out here. All the new families seem to be working in. It is kind of nice every day coming to school and looking up at this new facade. It really has been it's a blessing. I mean, we have a bunch of wonderful families that have helped out make this a reality, and I believe it's taken our school to the next level.